Good afternoon. I wanted to talk to the introverts out there. I know just by saying that I've instantly triggered a response in at least some people out there. And why do I know that? Because I'm an introvert. I know exactly what you feel. I know exactly what it's like when someone calls you out as an introvert. I know what it's like to be an introvert. So you probably, just by saying that, you're probably starting to think, ooh, what does he know about me? What is he thinking about me? Is he judging me? Is he going to like me? He's called me an introvert. Is that a bad thing? How do I handle that? And so obviously there's going to be all sorts of people listening to this, but this is really for the introverts. So, excuse me. So this might not resonate with some people, which is fine. So, if you're an introvert, then you have this coping mechanism, which you probably developed when you were kind of young, and you probably sorry, someone just trying to call me. You developed it because you were put in some situation or some situations where you felt challenged or threatened, and your coping mechanism was to withdraw inside yourself, as opposed to someone who would be an extrovert, for example, would probably take the opposite, the opposite stance. So it's all about coping mechanisms. So for an introvert, your coping mechanism is to not show off. It's to become small. It's to hide yourself, not reveal how you feel, not reveal what you're thinking, to not be seen, basically. And there's obviously varying degrees of how introverted people are. Some people are extremely introverted and some are sort of more mildly. But you kind of generally get kind of the idea of what I'm saying here. And if I'm talking about this and you're an introvert, you know what I'm saying resonates with you. You feel the same. And the problem with this is that you can go through life, and you'll often find yourself not stepping into a situation or a place where you feel uncomfortable. So you're going to avoid uncomfortable situations because you're afraid of people. You're afraid of people judging you or thinking bad things, negative about you, all this kind of stuff. So what can you do about it? You avoid situations. You talk yourself out of things. You don't put yourself forward in a lot of situations. It's really difficult to put yourself forward for a lot of things. So you end up not enjoying life as well as you could do because of basically because you think other people are going to be judging you all the time. Now, you can do a lot of work on yourself to try and get out of this kind of, or at least trying to mitigate this to some extent. If you let this go on for a long time, you can find that actually it becomes crippling and it becomes really difficult, and it actually affects like your relationships. It affects your career, or if you're trying to start a business, then you might find that you're not able to put yourself out there because you cannot bear the thought of exposing yourself in this way and having people look at you. Being vulnerable can be really difficult. And I understand all that. But if you're able to face yourself and conquer your fear, or at least get it to a point where it's manageable and you're able to live with it and express yourself without the concern of being judged. Actually, what you have is a gift. So being an introvert is also your gift. If you're an introvert, you're also extremely good at judging people. Maybe that's the wrong word to use, judging. You're good at understanding people. If you're in a situation with a room of people or several people around you, you're very good at figuring out who people are, how they interact. You generally are very sensitive as a person, and especially if you're a guy and you're an introvert and you're sensitive. I think women obviously are far more in touch with how other people feel and how they feel. For men, it's a bit more difficult, I think. If you have that ability, which is kind of innate if you're an introvert, and you're able to realize that, that's a gift, and that can be your gift. And if you can understand how to realize that gift and use that gift, that is your strength. That is going to be the beautiful part of you that helps you live a fulfilling and amazing life. So obviously what I'm talking about here is transformation. So I can help you transform. I can help you overcome some of your perceived insecurities and difficulties, especially if you're an introvert, and especially if you're trying to get somewhere and you're finding that you're just getting in your own way all the time, then absolutely, that's something that we can work on. So we're talking about addressing parts of the way you think, parts of your coping mechanisms, parts of how you respond in situations, how to accept yourself completely right now, how to accept who you are right now, and how to move forward from that. So if this is talking to you, and I know it's going to be resonating with some of you, then I encourage you to get in touch. Robert Matt Coaching, my link's up there, so you can get in touch through that website or directly on Facebook. And I'd encourage you to, if this is something you want to try and conquer and get over, it's obviously not going to be easy. I can't sell you some magic pill or silver bullet or snake oil that's going to suddenly make it all disappear. But what I can offer is a program which will help you understand who you are, understand how to move forward. I can give you the accountability, and I can give you the tools and techniques which will help you kind of get over a lot of this. But it takes your effort, and it takes your first step. It takes you moving from a mental position of sort of passively understanding that you want to solve something to actively moving forward and doing something, to action. So the first step you can do, the first thing you can do, the first step you can make is to just get in touch. That will probably be the hardest thing that you'll have to do. And if you can, you'll move your mindset from sitting back and worrying and being concerned to actually taking action. So I encourage you to get in touch, and we can schedule a 15-minute call and talk about what I do and whether it can help you become the winning introvert that you want to be. I am looking forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. Until next time.